my name is Amelia. I am 32 years old. I live in a quiet street with my husband, Liam. Our house is small and yellow, with a white fence and a garden full of flowers. I love our home. It feels safe and peaceful. Liam and I have been married for 7 years. Our life is simple, but it is a happy life. Or I thought it was. Liam is a good man. He is kind and he works hard. He has a warm smile and he makes me laugh. We have a routine. In the morning, we have coffee together before he goes to work. I work from home. I bake cakes for local cafes and special occasions. The smell of sugar and vanilla often fills our little yellow house. In the evenings, we have dinner. We talk about our day. We watch a movie. It's a quiet life, but it is our life. I felt very lucky. The house next to ours was empty for a long time. It was quiet and a little sad. One day, a big truck arrived. New neighbors. I was excited. Our street is very friendly. I hoped our new neighbor would be nice too. I watched from my kitchen window as people moved boxes. Then I saw her. A woman with long, dark hair. She moved with energy. She was beautiful. A few days later, she came to our door. She held a small plant in a pot. "Hi," she said with a big, bright smile. "I'm Sophia, your new neighbor. I thought I'd come and say hello." Her voice was friendly and confident. "Hello," I said, smiling back. "I'm Amelia. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome to the neighborhood." Liam came to the door behind me. "Oh, hello," he said. Sophia's smile got even wider when she saw Liam. "Hi, I'm Sophia," she said, looking directly at him. "I just moved in." "Liam," he said, shaking her hand. "Welcome. It's great to have someone in that house again." "Thank you," she said. Her eyes stayed on Liam a little too long. I felt a tiny, strange feeling in my stomach, but I ignored it. She is just being friendly, I told myself. It is good to have a friendly neighbor. That was the beginning. At first, it was nice. Sophia was lively. She brought a new energy to the street. But soon, I started to notice things. Small things. Our gardens are next to each other. There is a low wooden fence between them. Liam loves our garden. On weekends, he is always outside, planting flowers or cutting the grass. Sophia, it seemed, also loved her garden. She was always outside at the same time as Liam. I would be in my kitchen, baking a cake, and I would hear them. I would look out the window. They would be talking over the fence, laughing. Sophia's laugh was loud and free. It carried on the wind. They talked for a long time about the weather, about flowers, about everything and nothing. At first, I thought it was nice. They were being good neighbors. But it happened every weekend. And sometimes on weekday evenings too. As soon as Liam went into the garden, Sophia would appear in hers. It started to feel less like a coincidence. One Saturday, I brought Liam a glass of cold lemonade. He was hot from working in the sun. Sophia was there, on her side of the fence, talking to him. "Oh, Amelia," Thank you, Liam said, taking the glass. That looks so good, Sophia said, her voice bright. Liam, your wife takes such good care of you. You are a lucky man. She smiled at him. It felt like I was not there. She was talking about me, but she was looking at him. It was a strange feeling. I tried to join the conversation. It's a hot day, I said. It is, Sophia agreed, but then she turned back to Liam. So, Liam, you were telling me about the new project at your work. She continued their conversation. I stood there for a moment, holding the empty tray. I felt invisible. I went back inside the quiet house. I could still hear their voices from the garden, his low voice and her loud, happy laugh. The strange feeling in my stomach was stronger this time. Was it jealousy? I felt ashamed. Liam was just being friendly. I shouldn't be like this. The small things continued. Sophia started to borrow things. It started with a cup of sugar. She came to our door. I opened it. Oh, Amelia, hi. I'm so sorry to bother you. I'm baking and I ran out of sugar. Could I possibly borrow a cup? Of course, I said. Come in. I went to the kitchen to get the sugar. When I came back, Liam had come into the hallway. Oh, Liam, hi, Sophia said, her face lighting up. I was just telling your lovely wife I'm having a baking disaster. No problem, Liam said, smiling his kind smile. We can always help a neighbor. I handed her the sugar. Thank you so much, Amelia, she said to me quickly. Then she turned her whole body to face Liam. You saved me, Liam. Thank you. She lightly touched his arm as she spoke. It was a quick touch. Maybe it meant nothing, but my eyes saw it. My heart felt a little jolt. It felt too familiar, too comfortable. She borrowed other things after that. Tools for her garden, a ladder, an egg. And she always made a big show of thanking Liam. Even when I was the one who gave her the item. She made him the hero who saved her. I tried to tell myself I was being silly. I was being insecure. My life with Liam was good. He loved me. A friendly neighbor couldn't change that. So I tried to be friendly too. I baked one of my best lemon cakes and took it over to her house. Sophia, I said when she opened the door, I baked this for you. A proper welcome gift. Amelia, you shouldn't have, she said, taking the cake. It smells divine. Thank you so much. She seemed genuinely happy. For a moment, I felt better. Maybe I was wrong about her. Maybe she was just a very outgoing person. The next day, I saw her in her front yard. She was talking to another neighbor. She was holding a plate with a slice of cake on it. My cake. I heard her say, "Yes, my neighbor made it. Amelia, her husband, Liam, is so wonderful. I think she bakes all these amazing cakes just to keep him happy." She laughed. My face felt hot. She made my kind gesture sound like I was a desperate wife trying to please her husband. She twisted it. She made me sound small. And again, she made it about Liam. I started to feel anxious. My peaceful home didn't feel so peaceful anymore. I found myself watching from the windows, listening for her voice. My heart would beat faster when I saw her car pull up. I hated feeling this way. I was becoming a person I didn't recognize, a suspicious, worried woman. I tried to talk to Liam about it. I had to be careful. I didn't want to sound like a crazy, jealous wife. One evening, as we were cleaning up after dinner, I said, "Sophia is very friendly, isn't she?" "Yeah, she's nice," Liam said, not looking up from the plate he was drying. "She talks to you a lot," I said, trying to keep my voice light. He looked at me then. "She's a neighbor, Amelia. We're just being neighborly. What's wrong?" "Nothing is wrong," I said quickly. She seems a little too friendly with you sometimes." Liam put down the plate and sighed. He looked tired. "Amelia, honey. She's just a nice person who talks a lot. She's single. She lives alone. Maybe she's lonely. Don't read too much into it. You know I love you." He came over and kissed my forehead. "There's nothing to worry about." His words should have made me feel better. But they didn't. He didn't see it. He didn't understand. He thought I was being silly. It made me feel alone in my worry. Now it was my secret fear. The situation got worse. One evening, it was almost 10 o'clock at night. We were getting ready for bed. There was a frantic knock on our door. It was Sophia. She was wearing pajamas. They were short, very short. "Liam, oh Liam, I am so sorry to bother you so late," she said, looking past me at him. "My kitchen sink is leaking. There's water everywhere. I don't know what to do." She looked very distressed. Okay, calm down," Liam said, already in his fix-it mode. "I'll come and take a look." He grabbed his toolbox. "Oh, thank you," she said. "You are my hero." He went next door. I stood at our door and watched him go into her house. I closed the door and stood alone in our quiet hallway. He was just being a good neighbor. That's what I told myself. He was helping someone in need. But it was late. She was in her pajamas. And she called for him, not a plumber. He was gone for almost an hour. An hour is a long time to fix a leak. My mind started to imagine things. I felt sick. I paced around our living room, our safe, peaceful living room. It didn't feel safe anymore. It felt like a stage for my anxiety. When Liam finally came back, he looked tired but pleased with himself. "All fixed," he said. "It was just a loose pipe. Easy fix." "That was nice of you," I said. My voice was tight. "She was really panicked," he said, putting his tools away. "She made me a cup of tea to say thank you." He didn't notice my silence. He didn't see the look on my face. He just saw a problem he had solved. He didn't see the new problem that was growing in our own home. In my heart, the next big event was the neighborhood barbecue. Liam thought it was a great idea to invite Sophia. "We have to invite her, Amelia," he said. "It would be rude not to." I knew he was right, but I dreaded it. I spent the morning preparing food, making salads, marinating chicken. I wanted everything to be perfect. I wanted to feel in control. Sophia arrived wearing a beautiful red dress. She looked stunning. She immediately went to Liam, who was at the grill. "Liam, this all looks amazing. You are the king of the barbecue," she said, laughing her loud laugh. She handed him a bottle of wine. "I brought this for you," she said. "Not for you both, for him." Throughout the party, she stayed near him. She refilled his drink. She laughed at every joke he told. She asked him questions about his work, his hobbies, his favorite music. She touched his arm when she laughed. She leaned in close to hear him over the music. I watched it all happen. I talked to other neighbors. I smiled. I refilled bowls of chips. But my eyes kept going back to Liam and Sophia. They looked like the hosts of the party. And I was just someone working there. My friend Clara was at the party. She saw it too. She came and stood next to me by the food table. "That woman is a lot," Clara said quietly. "She hasn't left your husband's side all afternoon." Hearing someone else say it made it real. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't just being jealous. Someone else saw it. I felt a wave of relief, followed by a wave of sadness. "I know," I whispered back. "Have you talked to Liam about it?" Clara asked. "I tried," I said, my voice low. "He thinks she's just being friendly. He thinks I'm imagining things." Clara gave my arm a squeeze. "Men can be blind to these things," she said. "But you need to trust your feelings, Amelia. Your feelings are valid." After the party, when all the guests were gone, the house was a mess. Plates and cups were everywhere. Liam was in a great mood. "That was a great party, wasn't it?" he said, stacking some plates. "Everyone had a good time. Sophia is really fun, isn't she?" That was it. That was the moment. The final straw. All my fear, my anxiety, my sadness, it all came together. I stopped cleaning. I turned to face him. My hands were shaking, but my voice was surprisingly calm. "No, Liam," I said. "I did not have a good time." He looked surprised. "What do you mean? What's wrong?" "Sophia is what's wrong," I said. I took a deep breath. I needed him to hear me this time. "I am not comfortable with her, Liam. I am not comfortable with how she acts with you. And I am not comfortable that you don't see it." He stared at me. His happy mood was gone. "Amelia, we talked about this. She's just—" "No," I interrupted him, my voice getting stronger. "Let me finish. She is not just friendly. She touches you all the time. She flirts with you in front of me. She ignores me. She makes me feel invisible in my own home. At our party today, she acted like she was your partner, not me. And you let her." I listed everything. The long talks over the fence, the borrowing of things, the late night call about the sink, the way she gave him the wine, the way she never left his side. I told him how it all made me feel small, insecure, disrespected, alone. Tears were streaming down my face now. I wasn't trying to be emotional. The tears just came. They were tears of hurt and frustration from all the weeks of silence. Liam was quiet. He just looked at me. For the first time, I think he was really seeing me. He was seeing my pain. He wasn't looking at a silly, jealous wife. He was looking at his wife, who was deeply hurt. His face softened. The defensiveness was gone. He looked sad. He looked guilty. "Oh, Amelia," he whispered. He came towards me and tried to hold my hands, but I pulled back. "I need you to understand this, Liam," I said. "This is not a small thing. This is a big thing. It is hurting our marriage. It is hurting me." He nodded slowly. "I see it now," he said. His voice was heavy with regret. "I'm so sorry. I was blind. I really was. I just thought I was being a nice guy, a good neighbor. I didn't think about how it looked. I didn't think about how it was making you feel. That was wrong. You are my wife. Your feelings are the most important thing. I am so sorry I made you feel this way." He was sincere. I could see it in his eyes. He finally understood. It wasn't about Sophia anymore. It was about us. "What are we going to do?" I asked, my voice trembling. "We are going to fix it," he said firmly. "I am going to fix it. We need boundaries. I will be a polite neighbor. I will say hello. But the long talks will stop. The favors will stop. My focus is you. Only you. I will make sure you never feel invisible again." The next day, Liam was working in the garden. Like clockwork, Sophia came out. "Liam, good morning," she called, walking towards the fence. I watched from the window, my heart pounding. Liam looked up, gave her a small, polite smile, and said, "Morning, Sophia." Then he turned back to his work. He didn't walk to the fence. He didn't start a conversation. Sophia stood there for a moment, looking confused. "Busy day," she tried again. "Yep," Liam said, without looking up. The silence was loud. After another awkward moment, Sophia turned and went back inside her house. I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. It was a start. Things changed after that. Liam kept his word. He was always polite to Sophia, but he was distant. He was friendly, but not too friendly. He stopped engaging in long conversations. If she came to the door, he would call me. We would answer it together. He was showing me, and her, that we were a team. Sophia noticed the change, of course. Her bright smiles faded when she saw us. She stopped coming over. The garden became quiet again. Our home started to feel peaceful again. But it was a different kind of peace. It was stronger. Before, our peace was based on a quiet routine. Now, it was based on communication, on honesty, on protecting our marriage. I learned something important. I learned to trust my feelings. That little strange feeling in my stomach was telling me something was wrong. I shouldn't have ignored it. I learned that keeping silent about a problem doesn't make it go away. It only makes it bigger. And I learned that a true partner will listen. They will see your pain. They will want to fix it. My name is Amelia. My life is simple and quiet again. But I am not the same person. I am stronger. I found my voice. I learned that my feelings matter. If you are listening to this and you feel that something is wrong, please trust yourself. Don't let anyone make you feel like you are crazy or silly for what you feel. Your feelings are real. They are important. Find your voice and speak your truth. It can be scary, but protecting your peace and protecting your heart is always worth it. You can do this. You are stronger than you think.